Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is Shahira binti Sahi and I'm going to continue my presentation with the pragmatic markers and variation. So the term of pragmatic marker PM is used as an umbrella term for a large number of linguistic items that operate outside of the structural limits of the clause. Researchers describe PMs as a category in constant flux with new items being added constantly. We use the term pragmatic markers here to encompass both their textual and interpersonal spheres of meaning. There is a considerable body of PM research working at the interface of corpus linguistic and pragmatics, which they highlights the influence of context on the meaning and the functions of PM. PM have also been examined cross-culturally and from a diachronic perspective as well. PMs are often the focus of corpus pragmatic research as they can be recalled relatively easily through form to function processes. So here is the example. So in this context, this is the informal interview between two female students. The first speakers is third level students, while the second speakers is the second level students. So let me go through the conversation here. Are there many tourists around? Many tourists? Oh, tourists. Oh, yeah. Cantonese like the capital of tourists. I suppose like French, German, like American, like especially. You get everything here, like. Do you ever talk to them? Mm, some all right, but like I suppose I'll be really interested in the money. Do you get lots of tips? What kind of tips they offer like? They are all right. Like, good crack. Who give you the best tips? To be honest with you, I would say the English do really. You see, the Americans likes are usually like they are fairly old, the way it is the old ones, they don't give you nothing like. So that's about it, What do you want to do when you leave school? Hopefully, I'll say I'll go to the college anyway. You see, most of my brothers and sisters went to UL, so I would like to go there as well. Cause they'll be up there maybe, and there are some good crack, So in this extract, Speaker 1 uses on 10 occasions over relatively few utterances, all of which are optional. So on each occasion, is not used in a lexical sense, nor it is used to convey uncertainty. Instead, it serves a different pragmatics function. of the five of the five speaker one utterances, occurs in turn final position in four of them, thus signaling that she is turning the floor over to speaker 2, not because speaker 1 is unwilling to continue speaking, but because the norms of politeness of the situation and interview necessitate it. Is also seen to cluster with like in the particular order like plus in each of these instances. So Ajimeri 2002 argues that the clustering of certain pragmatic markers indicate that they share a similar function and also serve to underline their fatigue nature. Moving on to the next example. So in this example it is a charity committee meeting. So the speaker number in order of appearance in the extract. But I know equals, but what I think would happen when we get maybe Mike or Chris or somebody helping, it's not that they are taking work of Wendy, but that we will do more physical checks. Do you know what I mean? With the stock control, Wendy will do the computer bit and they will do the counting bit, that kind of thing. And somebody like Mike or Chris is perfectly capable of unclear, get their bits of paper to track to tick off unclear things like that, but Wendy will have to check it and put it, they could do some of the legwork but not yet. So speaker 2 answered no. In this extract, we can see that speaker 1 does not hand the turn over to speaker 2, but instead keeps talking after the use of "do you know what I mean?" which occurs in turn medial position. Here, the pragmatic function of PM is slightly different to the extract 7.5 earlier. Appears to be discussing the changing of work practices and often troublesome area in the workspace uses the PM to invite speaker 2 to think about what has been suggested. Interestingly, the the transcriber has separated the PM from the other entrances comment using commas, which might suggest a short pause on the part of the speaker, both before and after the PM. This is due to the fixed nature of the phonology and multi-words units. In other words, these units have to be said quickly in a single intonational unit. Therefore, the commas represent the probable need for the speaker to take a breath both before and after the multi-word unit. Do you know what I mean? Does not appear to receive an immediate verbal response in abstract 7.6 here, although a non-verbal one may have occurred. So next, the importance of the study of pragmatic markers is evidenced by their prominence on the spoken corpus words frequency list. Therefore, corpus words frequency evidence highlights a considerable number of high frequency PMs that play a crucial role in the organization and management of a spoken discourse. In terms of variation, that appears to be some evidence that frequency patterns may be relatively consistent across some varieties of English. Uh, for example, have found that I don't know is also most frequent three words unit in the spoken BNC 1994, which these findings have clear implications for pedagogical awareness and intervention strategies. So we should be aware of features of naturally occurring speech such as PMs, and they should be added to classroom vocabulary list due to both their frequency of occurrence and their importance of successful interactional. So that's all for my part. I will pass the next subtopic to the next presenter. Thank you.